there guys, and welcome back. So we're going to be talking about a video game movie adaptation here. So remember, Elden Ring is not the only From Software game that's getting a movie. Bloodborne, the movie, is also coming as well. One of these Souls-like games. It's kind of like spurned this entire genre, where they're called Souls-like games. And it's where you have a character inside like a gothic kind of fantasy world. It's an open world, so you can roam around as you like. You get armor, you get big badass weapons, and you have to fight these kind of crazy, monstrous, gothic-looking bosses. And the graphics are insane. The fight sequences, the cutscenes, everything about these type of games is just absolutely crazy, but the art direction is on point, and it really lends itself to a big blockbuster type of movie. So let's jump into this article here, let's break it down, and let's see what's going on with the Bloodborne movie. So this comes to us from comicbook.com. Elden Ring is not the only From Software game getting a movie. So after Elden Ring got an official movie adaptation by A24, and Alex Garland. And it's funny because we've been talking about Alex Garland a lot on the channel. Obviously the writer on the 28 Years Later movie, he's going to be doing the writing for the Elden Ring movie. Sony is reportedly moving forward with its Bloodborne film. So yeah, I mean, the next golden phase, I've been saying this for such a long time, the next golden era after comic book movies is going to be video game adaptations. They're big money. If you can do it right, if you can stick the landing. I mean, look what's just happened with the Minecraft movie. I think that movie's made close to $1 billion, if not over $1 billion at this point. So there's a lot of money in video game adaptations if you can do them right. So the Elden Ring movie is not the only cinematic adaptation from software title moving forward. As an update indicates, the long-rumored Bloodborne film is still in the works. According to insider Daniel Rickman, for those of you who may not know, he's one of these social media scoopers. He puts out a lot of insider and leaked information regarding movies. Doesn't always get 100% of the stuff that he says right, but more often than not, he seems to be right on a lot of the stuff that he says. So do take this information with a pinch of salt, guys, as always. The movie adaptation of the gothic horror classic is still being developed behind the scenes at Sony, with the studio actively searching for a director to helm the project. Ooh, that brings up the question, what director would be good for this? I really don't know. With James Wan of Atomic Monster, obviously he's a great horror director, James Wan. He could be great on a project like this. That's a director that comes to mind. But guys, I would love to know what you think. Which director would you think would suit a project like this? Do let me know. This report provides a first major sign of life for the project in some time. It follows the recent announcement that A24 is developing an Elden Ring movie with director Alex Garland. Oh, so Alex Garland's not actually writing it, he's directing it. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, Elden Ring is beyond popular when it comes to video game franchises, and turning that into a movie is going to be the most insane thing. Especially with the boss encounters they have in that game. And seeing it on the big screen would be intense, and it would be so cool. A movie that sets a high creative bar from how Software's beloved games are adapted. So, Insider Rickman has been sharing information on the potential Bloodborne film for several years. In November of 2023, he reported that the movie was in works at Sony Pictures, with producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, who did Transformers, and writer Darren Lemk from Shazam, attached as well. Shazam, that first Shazam movie, that was delightful, it was heartwarming, it was a really charming film. So having the writer from that first Shazam movie, that does give me a bit of confidence, because that film was really fun. Later in February of 2024, Rickman claimed that the project was moving forward, with horror director Adam Wingard, who did Godzilla x Kong and The Blair Witch. Again, that's pretty exciting. Godzilla x Kong was a fun movie, and Blair Witch, is that like the reboot of The Blair Witch? Or is that, yeah, it must be a reboot version. I don't think it would be the original. Set to helm the film, and Bill Skarsgård from It and The Crow eyed for the lead role. Ooh, Bill Skarsgård. That would be a win beyond belief. He's such a talented actor, and he kills it in everything that he does. Even bad movies that he's in, like The Crow, he still killed it in the role. You can say the movie's bad, but his acting and the way he portrayed the character, I think was pretty good. So yeah, Bill Skarsgård, man, he's really good. To date, none of these rumors have been officially confirmed by Sony or any other official source. Yeah, so take it with a grain of salt, like I keep saying, guys. And the project remains unannounced. As such, any information from Rickman must be taken with a grain of salt. Exactly what I was just saying. But regardless, whether we take it with a grain of salt or not, talking about a Bloodborne movie, I mean, that would get a lot of gamers really excited. I know a lot of people love that game and still play it. and it's really intense, guys. If you don't know much about it, just go on to YouTube here and just look up Bloodborne and look up some of the gameplay, and you'll see how intense and gothic and the boss encounters, and you'll see how crazy that game is. So the latest update from Rickman, claiming an active director search is underway, suggests a potential shift in the project status behind the scenes. It is possible earlier attachments did not materialize, or that the studio is re-evaluating its creative decision. The rapid progress at A24 produced Elden Ring film, which has already found its director and is in the middle of casting talks. Could be a motivating factor for Sony. With its competitor moving forward decisively on a similar high profile from software property, Sony may now feel pressured to solidify its own plans for a Bloodborne and finally move the long gestating project into a more concrete phase of production. Yeah, but let's hope they're not going to rush it and not give us something of high quality. It always worries me when you think studios are rushing a film and just trying to get something out just because they need to do it quickly to make money. Take your time, make something special here. This software from software game, Bloodborne, really deserves something special. So I hope they don't rush it, and I hope they give the fans something of high quality here. Bloodborne remains a From Software masterpiece. Absolutely it does. The game is incredible, and it's really hard to beat as well. Bloodborne is an action role-playing game developed by From Software and released exclusively for PlayStation 4 in 2015. Upon its release, the game was met with widespread acclaim, with many critics and players hailing it as one of the greatest video games ever made. That's the part of the reason you can see it being turned into a big Hollywood movie here. It is praised for its challenging and aggressive fast-paced combat, intricate level design, and most notably its masterfully crafted horror atmosphere. The game distinguishes itself from Software's other titles by trading dark fantasy for a unique blend of Victorian-era gothic horror and Lovecraftian cosmic dread, establishing a unique identity that has cultivated a large and passionate fan base in the years to come. I mean, Victorian-era gothic horror. I mean, just those words together, that would be something cool to see on screen. I mean, we don't get something like that often. The narrative of Bloodborne is rooted in the themes of ambition, faith, and terrifying consequences of seeking forbidden knowledge. The story takes place in the decaying city of oh my god, I can't say that. Harnam, I think you say it. Famed for its miraculous healing techniques, techniques that use blood from ancient creatures. However, this reliance on the otherworldly blood source has unleashed a plague that transforms its populace into horrific beasts, prompting a group of hunters to emerge and hunt down the transfigured monsters. One of Bloodborne's most compelling aspects is its slow pivot from gothic horror to cosmic dread. What begins as a story about hunting monsters gradually reveals that the city's problems and a symptom of its contact with the Great Ones, incomprehensible cosmic entities whose very existence shatters the human mind. Their themes offer a rich foundation for a cinematic adaptation. A film could explore the seductive allure of power and knowledge, following a protagonist who is forced to question whether survival is worth the cost of their sanity. In addition, a Bloodborne movie has the potential to be a deeply philosophical horror film about the terrifying scale of the universe and humanity's insignificant place within it. Who would be your dream director for a Bloodborne movie? Yeah, that was the kind of question that I posed at the beginning. I mean, I really don't know, but I mean, there's a lot of great horror directors out there. But I mean, Jordan Peele? Would Jordan Peele be a good fit for this type of movie? James Wan? There's so many different directors you could go with here. It depends what kind of angle. I mean, do you want to go more horror, or do you want horror action, or suspense or thriller? It depends what kind of tone that they're looking for in this type of movie here, and the way that they're going to adapt that as to which director would fit this best. So, in your own mind, guys, before you leave the video, come up with the kind of tone that you think would suit this. Thriller, action, horror, what kind of mix of horror elements here. And then think to yourself, what kind of director would fit that kind of perfect adaptation? I would love to know what you guys think. So jump in the comment section and let me know what you think, which director you would think would fit this project the best. So, guys, there we go. So that's kind of the update on the Bloodborne kind of movie there in the background. There's a lot of speculation from this insider Daniel Rickman. There's no concrete evidence of what this person is saying, so like I've already said previous times in the video, take it with a grain of salt. but still, it gives us a bit to chew on, and as fans of the franchise and the game, this is really, really exciting if it ends up being true, a Bloodborne movie. It would be insane to see this on the big screen, and a lot of people would be happy to have it as a movie. But guys, jump into the comment section, let me know your thoughts, comments and opinions on our Bloodborne movie project moving forward. Do you think this is a good idea to adapt this game? Do you think it's a bad idea? And like I say, let me know which director or actor you think would fit this project, and which ones you would love to see. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Consider becoming a subscriber. It goes a long way to supporting the content, so I'd really appreciate that. And hit that notification bell to stay up to date with more movie news going on the channel. And with that down, as always, I will see you in the next video.